Wait, whoa, what? Well, it looks like we have a quorum and it's 7:01 p.m. So I will call to order this July meeting of ANC 1C's Committee on Alcoholic Beverages, Cannabis, and Public Safety. And we have the only item we have on our agenda tonight, per usual, is the monthly report from our representative from the local Metropolitan Police Department. And tonight I see we have Commander Sean Connors with us. So if we could get him elevated, I'll turn the floor over to him. And let me just mention while you're all getting situated here, there was a shooting last night in the, I think, 2500 block of 17th, the intersection near the intersection of 17th and Columbia, near the Banfield Veterinary Center, which a lot of folks in the neighborhood are very familiar with, including me. I take my own dog there. And if since Commander Connors is with us, in addition to looking over the previous month, any updates you might have on that or a background you'd like to give us, so we'd be very interested. So once once we get him linked in here, we'll proceed. Oh, here we go. Device issue. Okay.
I'll take this moment. We have it since we're
Please
about to
do.
go on recess. Any the ANC part, no, the ABC part of ABC and public safety. Any outstanding issues that I guess I spoke too soon. Okay.
None, none that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I thought so as well, but I just wanted to double
Yeah,
check because
nothing's crossed my desk in the last month, really.
yeah, I
And
try to keep tabs on stuff that comes through emails, even if it's relatively obscure. But it seems like
the streeteries seem to be proceeding in Southern Adams Morgan, and I think we're about to get Commander Connors going here.
yeah.
So we just lost him.
Can can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I don't know why my video was it working because it wasn't working on my end.
Huh.
Um, but as long as you can hear me, I guess that's a
Yeah,
win.
we the audio is good, so please proceed.
Okay, great. So yeah, in reference to the shooting, so yeah, last night at about 10 o'clock, we did have it's an adult male. He was in his 60s, older
Hmm.
gentleman, but he said that basically he was responding back to his apartment. There was like an argument between some other bystanders, and shots were fired, and he really sounded like fireworks, but then he realized he was shot in the foot.
Hmm.
It did happen right there in the 2500 block of 17th Street, like 17th and Columbia. So we're really hoping. I think we're gonna get some good camera footage, and I think they're obviously seeking like any witnesses that might have seen or heard anything. And so the detectives are definitely working that case, but it's always like very limited what we can share in these like early stages of the investigation. But the victim was shot in the foot, conscious breathing, to go to the hospital, but should have full recovery. And then now detectives just kind of have to go through and get that camera footage and find those witnesses. But they're good at it, so I have a lot of faith in them. Any questions about that?
I think you,
Helpful. Thank you.
the one I had was just if was it life-threatening injuries or not? It sounds like as far as you can tell, that answer is no, right?
Yeah, no, not life threatening.
Okay.
And yeah, no, he'll definitely recover. He's probably already out of the hospital.
Glad to hear that, I guess. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Um, so if there's no other questions about the shooting specifically, and for some odd reason, I don't know why my camera's not working, so I can't see you. So just talk because if
Yeah,
anybody's raising their
just
hand, I'm not
proceed.
gonna.
That's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, so just in general, what I just kind of overview of 3D so far this year. We're down. I think it's about as of today, it was like 11% in violent crime and down 16% in overall crime. The area that we're seeing the most success in is robberies. We've been able to get those down quite a bit over these last couple of years, and even more so this year. So very proud of that. But we still have a lot of work to do there. The area we're struggling in is assault with a dangerous weapon. Dangerous weapon can mean a lot of things. Sometimes it's a gun, sometimes it's a knife, sometimes it's a bat, sometimes it's a bottle. It just depends on what the object is and how they used it. So it's kind of a broad category, but that's one area that we are significantly up in this year. So these more dangerous type assaults. A lot of it is, some of it is domestic in nature. Some of it is arguments that just escalate on the street. Some of it is like neighborhood conflicts that rise to shootings. We had a search warrant back in May in the 2500 block of Champlain Street that resulted in, several weapon recoveries and arrests related to shooting incidents in other parts of the city, and that's where they were able to track the suspects to. So, it's kind of a wide array of like different concerns in that category. But we do have a plan that we've been working. Different zones that we know tend to get more ADWs is what we call it than other areas. Like the 14th Street corridor, all the way from Park Road down to Fairmont has been very active this year. We've had quite a few incidents there. We have managed to make a lot of arrests too, so we're making progress in that category. Over half of our assaults with dangerous weapons are closed with an arrest, which is not the same for other categories. So while that category is up, we are closing cases and making arrests. So detectives are doing a good job there. Adams Morgan specifically, I know the area or concern that's come up recently is Unity Park and some of the overnight activity that's been going on there. And so we have been checking that the last couple of nights just to see what's going on in the park. What we've been seeing is definitely unhoused homeless individuals there, some older folks, drinking and hanging out. So we've removed them the last couple nights. We're hoping they kind of get the message that, hey, the park's closed at dark and this just isn't, meant to be a hangout spot. So we're kind of working on that. Outside of that, I'm not, I know there's regular like nightlife weekend activity in Adams Morgan and U Street that we've been working on. But I know we haven't had any really bad incidents in Adams Morgan, at least during nightlife, Friday, Saturday nights in a while. So that's good to see. That's really all I had. Actually, I'm sorry. I do want to kind of recap. So this summer it started off very busy. America 250 has pulled us in many, many directions. Been very busy with those activities, along with like the regular day-to-day crime. But as the 250 stuff winds down and there's less going on downtown, it helps us able to refocus up here too. June was a very busy month for us. We saw definitely higher levels of crime. Some of that is seasonal. June's just a busy month. And some of it was, unexpected. But as we get past the 4th of July and like big major events start to calm down, we do see that, crime is ticking back down too. So That's always good to see. And I think the next big event, obviously, got the Grand Prix in August.
Mm.
Um, that'll be pretty big. And I think, and then we have National Night Out on August 4th down at Kennedy Rec Center at 7 P. More than, I know it's not in this ANC, but we'd love to see everybody there. So mark that on your calendar. And that's really all I have. And I'm happy to take any questions.
Mm. I don't have any questions myself. Happy to yield to Commissioner Diamond.
Yeah, just this seems kind of insignificant compared to what you just said, but the crime that a lot of people come to me with are the porch pirates. So, could you just give me a strategy? Basically, people report that either on their Ring camera, they've seen someone taking things off their porch, or they see people taking things off other people's porches. So, how should residents respond to that?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So, that is unfortunately something we're seeing a lot more of.
Yeah.
And, these last couple of years as people, turn to like more home delivery packages and things like that. So yeah, it's a real problem. Um, the best way to do it, so I would say, hopefully everybody's like reporting it. Way inside your package, or hopefully those neighbors are reporting those thefts. You can do it online or over the phone, or you call 911 and an officer will come out and take a report. And what I would do if you have that video, like ideally, like you can email it to us, but like what we really need are the report numbers. Like, 'cause sometimes people will email us videos and we don't know what it's linked to. And then we just kind of have a video, but we don't know what case to add it to. And the video kind of becomes, somewhat useless because we got to be able to link it to a case. So then when we see that individual, say we stop them, if we're not linking it to a case, then there's really not much we can do with them. It doesn't give the detectives much to work with. Like we need to know what the case is. So, get with your neighbors. Hey, did you report that? I have video. What are the report numbers? And then you can email it to us, Lieutenant Johnson, Captain Hall. They'll connect it to the detective so they can link it to that case. And then detectives follow up. They create what we call bolos, be on the lookouts. They send to the officers. A lot of times these officers know these people. They interact with them every day. And so when we get like good pictures and we know what case it's linked to, we actually do a pretty good job of finding them out there and making arrests in those cases. And when I've seen it where we've locked people up and charged them with like 15 different package thefts. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Definitely coordinate and communicate with your neighbors. Like, hey, did you report it? Okay, cool. What are those report numbers? And then send them in so we know where to link it. And then we have an evidence system that we upload it to, and that helps us tremendously.
So reporting it by calling 911, or is there a place to you could do it online on an MPD site? Because I feel like probably people are not reporting it because they consider 911 for like shootings and emergencies, and they don't consider this an emergency. It's just like a little annoyance of city life. So is that what I should tell people, is call 911?
Yeah, so you can actually we have like an online reporting tool. And so
Okay.
you can report it online and just file a report on our website, or you can call
Okay.
911. What will happen
Okay.
when you call 911? What's probably going to happen is they're going to refer you to the telephone reporting unit, and so it's not going to like create like an emergency call for the police. Like
Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
yeah, 911 is just like a hub. Like it goes to the communications, they filter it out, they know where to send it, and it's going to go to the telephone reporting unit. So it's going to be somebody kind of working behind a desk, and they're just going to take it over the phone. But if you call and you say, and I see the suspect and he's walking down the sidewalk right now with my package, then they are going to send it to us, and you're going to get an immediate response, and that's what we want. So, so what I would say is like they can do it online, they can call 911 and do it over the phone. But if they see a suspect like actively taking a package, call 911, and we want to go immediately. So
Okay, thank you. This is very helpful.
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Anything else from commissioners or attendees? Well, I won't keep you, Commander, and we very much appreciate your participation tonight and pass on to your folks that we're off next month, but we'll be back in September and look forward to hearing from you all here in 60 days or so. So thanks very much.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thanks. And on that note, I guess I will call this meeting adjourned, but I wanted to mention to Chairman Wood, I don't know if you saw, we got a response from DDOT this afternoon on the issue of transferring Carroll and Lorente Park over to DPR. And I've held off distributing it myself because it's addressed to you, but I just wanted to flag that for you. And I guess Brian Barry is with us from the bid. And as I read this, DDOT's going to be paying the bid apparently for clean team maintenance of Lorente Park, which I think is a new idea. So we look forward to seeing how this all progresses.
Well, did you see the big article in the Washington
Oh
Post
yeah,
about this? So
they
it's
they
like
quoted me
finally
and got my name right even.
some movement on this issue. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot believe this started when Jim Graham was our council member. Like, that is
Mhm.
crazy. So I think we need to have a big party when there's actually a sign for that park.
Bureaucracy grinds on
Yes.
slowly, but it grinds. So
Yes.
I'm
I
sorry.
haven't had a chance
Go
to
ahead.
read the full text. I see I'm catching up on emails now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. There's a flurry of email activity from a lot of sources this afternoon.
hopefully good steps. I know that, I mean, this is semi unrelated to this committee, but in any
Yeah.
case, um, water sources. I know that's the big thing that a lot of the
Yeah.
same things in Calorina Park. We're lucky to have people who have the knowledge and interest and time
Yeah.
to devote to the parks, but also parks have green things that need water. So hopefully,
Yeah. Very much so. So
oh yeah, thanks for flagging that for me. Like I said, catching up on emails and
sure.
hopefully it won't take a Washington Post article to get every change that we need to happen, but it's something, right?
Well, it never hurts to shake the cages of the bureaucracy. So,
Exactly.
on that note, I will call this meeting adjourned. Thank
Thank
everyone for
you.
their participation, and we'll see you in September. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.